All right, and this time, I'm just going to be a passenger for your baseline run here.
Okay.
And hopefully the look ahead helped you a little bit midway through there. All right, anytime you're ready. That was tight. Good. Yeah, that's a good finish. Okay, we'll go ahead and roll around here and we'll get a time for your baseline. 44814. How'd that feel?
Okay.
Okay.
There's a few pots in there.
Uh-huh.
Slalom didn't quite feel right, I think. I got on the gas in the wrong spots.
I think the slalom was, well, two things. One, we were talking a little bit about the whole sine wave thing where you want to kind of like drive more exaggerated almost, kind of at an angle to the cones early, so that you can kind of make it as much of a straightaway as possible at the end.
Okay.
That also helps you with being able to turn at the cones sooner. Because I think the biggest issue for you is you were getting a little bit late as you pick up speed here, as you turn, you're covering more ground when you're going faster.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to back your steering up a little bit and turn sooner. You can actually turn at the cones if you're at speed. Okay. We can work on that.
Okay.
And then I would say, the Chicago box, still got to try to get out of it. Everybody's clobbering that last cone here of the box because it's tough to get through that. And the best thing to do is just look towards the next element, and you'll drive around this. And you'll have to do it somewhat slowly, but it will work. And you're getting good and tight to this, and I noticed you are looking over your shoulder to see where that six-pack is. That's really helpful.
Okay.
All right. Nice and tight, that's great. And you're looking at basically where you need to be in that six-pack. And this is good because you're rolling through this. Make it one turn. And then this one, you just gotta really turn. Turn. There you go. Now you can set up for this. Look for the whole finish here. Good, that was better. That was definitely better. Yeah, that was definitely better.
Okay, heat 5 is running. We want heat 6 getting ready, so when these guys are done, we want you ready to jump in the cars.
Okay, we've got 44,696. Yeah, that was 0.2 of a second faster, and you did the hard thing right, which was you managed to get around that tough cone in the Chicago box.
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah, that actually felt really good.
If any driver get high noise to the account sounds level,
right,
those neighbors gonna complain. So we have to watch out about that. In our area,
okay, so it's higher. Okay. All right, a little bit closer here. All right, I'll try to, I think you're doing a lot of this really well.
Okay.
I think the timing in the slalom is probably, I'll see, kind of trying to get used to your car, if I can kind of demonstrate it to you a little bit. And, you know, I'll kind of walk you through it as I'm driving it. And also the far corner, I'll kind of show you what, that whole thing about
that
entry.
Felt wrong, yeah.
Entry. It's a deceiving corner, and it's tricky to get over far enough. Oops. And again, what we can do is we can use this very first double cone as our first slalom cone. Yeah, people are hitting cones in the slalom. So I'll actually come around this first one, and I'll turn early. Oops, that was a little too early. Making this one corner, and you did this really well because you just drove right through this. And again, you can use the throttle to, let's just exaggerate this a lot. Then I'm going to brake early, turn, and I have to turn fairly hard and fast there. I'm also going to set up for this a little more so that I'm just like one hand on the throttle, full throttle all the way through that finish. Does that make any sense?
Yep. I can see some stuff there. Yep.
Okay. 45, 437. I'll try the slalom again, and we'll
4, 5,
4, 5, 4, 3, 7. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the slalom really felt different. So a lot of it did. Yeah.
Okay.
But I see that far turn. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm having to kind of, when I'm demonstrating, I'm faster and slower in places, but at least hopefully I'm getting the entries and things right for you to kind of demonstrate.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm looking all the way down the slalom, and I'm turning early. Looking for this wall over here. And like you do, I'm setting up for this, right? And I'm using the throttle to kind of like make it right through this turn. But look how much I can put on the gas here.
Yeah, okay.
And then I brake early.
Yep.
And then I'm going to set up for this way over here.
Okay.
So that again, I'm just full on the gas all the way to that edge.
Can't see it.
44 to 6.
6.
So did some of that make sense?
Yep. I could feel
And it's
the
like
difference.
I'm not working all that hard in terms of,
Yeah.
you know, how much I'm, you know, kind of manhandling the car. I mean, you do quite well at that. You know your car pretty well.
Yeah, I do know this car. Yeah.
And I would say probably there's sort of three, I don't know, key areas: the timing of the slalom, the entry to that corner in the very, very far back,
Yeah.
and kind of giving up a little bit right where he is, right in here. Give it up a little here, so that you can be on the gas all the way through that portion.
Okay.
And those are probably the areas for you. Does that make some sense?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
And I even got enough speed in the slalom. I had trouble getting slowed down enough for that circle.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and that's something,
You're
you know,
much
once you do
harder on the
something a
brakes
little
and-
faster, it's like you got to do something else a little differently.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
There you go. Beautiful. Turn. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Yeah, that was great. Look through it. Use the throttle. Use the throttle to guide you through. There you go. Yep, and slow down early and drive through it. Nice. Now set up for this. Look all the way through that finish. You know your goal. You know your goal over there. Yes. Did that make some sense?
Yes.
44.849. Yep. Now what I'm going to do is I'll be more quiet.
Okay. Don't have to be. That's fine.
What seemed to be working for you, and what did you think?
I still don't feel going to that far corner is working.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, I think I'm maybe going in too fast. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think probably
Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong
both
spot
the
or something.
both of those turns.
Yeah.
You're probably mid-corner. You're trying to take it a little bit quick.
Okay.
The slalom, you got the timing down much better. Did
Yeah,
that?
that felt different. Yeah.
Hope it
yeah.
felt better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And it
you
felt
still,
quicker going out of the slalom too.
Right.
so.
Well, the thing is now you have to be thinking as you come through those last two cones of the slalom how to set up more for that circle, because now you're driving straight at the circle because you've got more speed in the slalom. You don't have as much time.
Yeah. Okay.
So try that. Set up for it. I'm telling you too late. Now look for that six-pack so you know where you're going, because you want to drive to the outside. Unwind the wheel. There you go. Just unwind your wheel there a little. There you go. Now look all the way around to that exit. Ah, yeah.
I missed that
You
one.
picked up more speed coming through. There, now drive through it. Nice. Now set up for this. You've got to finish. You know the finish. Look for those two cones. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, probably now. You know, it's like squeezing a balloon. You do one thing better somewhere, and then you've got to like compensate somewhere else. Now you're going fast enough through the slalom. You have less time to figure out how to set up for that circle.
Yep.
So I'll bug you earlier in the slalom, since you're getting the earliness kind of
Okay.
down on there,
Yep.
to set up for the
Yep.
circle.
Yep.
And then when we come around, probably the only place you really lost time was in that left-hand turnaround,
I
because
looked in the wrong spot,
you
is what
just
it was.
entered it too fast.
I was looking in the wrong spot too.
Yeah, and well, then the visual thing is what will tie to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you drove through the Chicago box great. You're getting what is hardest for most people really well.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Exaggerate it and turn early. There you go. Now think about that circle to set up. Nice. Now look for the wall, but also turn over your shoulder, look at that six-pack. You know where you got to drive. And use all the ground here. Let yourself out here. There you go. Now set up for this and now drive through it. Drive through it. Just roll through it. There you go. Get over to the side. Now look all the way through that exit. Just look through the opening. There you go. Now look through the exit of the box. Yeah. Now set up for the finish. Look all the way through the three cones. Look for the two at the end. Yeah. That might be your fastest lap.
Thanks.
I'm gonna guess. Let's pull around there and see. And 44.955.
Is that it?
That's pretty close, because that's, yeah, that's close. Maybe 44.7 essentially there. Yeah, because that, it's hard to tell because I don't know where you've hit cones.
Yes.
But that was fairly clean
Yeah.
in
Yeah, that one
terms
was
of
clean, wasn't it? Yeah.
getting through. That felt good.
It did.
Go ahead and, I think we've got another one to, yeah. Keep connecting that all together, always, and this time I'm just going to say what's next,
Okay.
all the way around. All right, what's next? What's next? Right. What's next? Uh-huh. And what's next?
6-pack.
Uh-huh. And what's next? Uh-huh. What's next?
In the bear.
Uh-huh.
For the opening.
And what's next?
Chicago box.
Yep.
Set up
And what's next?
for the opening.
Good.
Set up for
What's
the
next? Uh-huh. What's next?
And 2 cones.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Yes. Thanks.
Yeah, that,
I've got to talk.
you know, talking you through it, that really, yeah, 45067. Yeah, we were less than a, I think you've still got a run to go. Actually, one more. You're connecting it all together. I hope it feels like it, because it feels like it from this
feels
side.
it's flowing.
Now it's like you're dialing in little details.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anytime you're ready. Uh-huh, what's next? Set up. Good. And what's next? And what's next? Yep. Good. Up here, what's next? And what's next? Good. Good. And what's next? All the way out the exit. And what's next? Yep. And what's next? Yep. What's next? Yep. And what's next over there? Yes. 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 That was higher revs at the finish than the last one.
That was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
44910. Thank you.
That was awesome. You're
Yep.
putting it all together.
It feels better, but that felt better. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Felt
does.
good.
It just feels like you're
Yep.
connecting it all.
Yep.
And when you were telling yourself what each element was, it was like your hand smoothed out everything, just simplified for you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the one thing when I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you just seemed like you were less rushed by things.
Yep.
So I thought that was awesome.
Excellent.
Jay,
Thanks,
that was
Sherry.
really good.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know this car really well.
Well, we've had it since new, and I have autocrossed it quite a few times.
Ah,
but-
okay, yeah, I could tell. Awesome. Very,
Thanks.
very good.